And chat. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Last time we made it through the Cody Hackins testimony by the skin of our teeth. And today we're on the next day of the investigation. October 19th, 3:27 p.m. Wright and Company Law Offices. Great choice of pregame music. Thank you. That's my favorite track from Ghost Trick. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Yeah, she's back. Maya. So, what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? That's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. So, under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've no time to waste. That is a shitty system. I mean, good that they're getting speedy trials, but a 3-day time limit is bad. I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume? Oh yeah, we gotta catch her up on what happened. Yeah. But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it? That's what we have to find out. The director's alibi. What happened with the director's testimony? Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer. Huh. Which means that the killer has to be one of them. Really? Why? Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where that trailer is. What? Was Maya always this excitable? Yes, Phoenix, she was. Any ideas? Well, have you noticed anything that might help us? Lady who was out of commission for the entire trial. I can't see what's going on when Mia is here. So, no, I haven't noticed anything. Right. Maybe we should go talk to WP? WP. Powers, right. Alright, let's go talk to Powers. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed him in there. And could you wipe that grin off your face? Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count. I don't think that's gonna make him happy, Maya. Yes, though there's not really anything I can do to help. I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. Producer Vasquez. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius? She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and what? In the anime, the Cody cross-examination is a bit different. Cody was seen by Jack, and he struck a pose for the camera. Phoenix points out that it was the evil magistrate's signature pose. That's a cool difference. I like that. And what? Nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors, anyhow. What are the rumors? Director Manella. Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manella? Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director. But something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Sal Manella. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. There's no way in hell that he was the one who killed Hammer. There's no way he's athletic enough for that. The anime also made the whole Fetch Quest segment make much more sense. In what way? I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. Mr. Hammer. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh, yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. What scandal did he face? That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. What blackmail did she have on him? 5 years ago? Are you going to tell us more? I'm going to show him Path to Glory. Have you seen this, Mr. Powers? What's that? I've never seen these Steel Samurais in my life. Oh no, it was other people in the costume. These are the Steel Samurais that appear at live shows. A fanboy collected all these pictures himself. Seeing things like this really makes me think. I mean so much to these kids, you know? Oh, poor Powers. Alright, back to the studio. Oh, hi, Wendy. The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick? I think her guard's down. Yeah? I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station, if we wanted. You eat, you die. Whew, she's alive. Alright, what you got to say for yourself? Producer Vasquez. I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. So she always gets her way. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. How about Manella? Can I ask you about Sal Manella, the director? Sal? He's soft, a pushover, does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? Some people get off on it, Maya. Don't think about it too hard. That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No. No, it doesn't, Maya. Mr. Hammer. About Mr. Hammer. Ah! I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer. You drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it. Calling him a criminal. A thief. I won't forget this. Uh-oh, she's really pissed this time. You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Powers' costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. Alright, well. Real helpful, Wendy. Security guard station. This old bag must like junk food. There's a mountain of it. Computer, okay. Nothing new out here. Let's go somewhere else. Employee area first. guess they're not filming today either. Well, can you blame them, Maya? I did want to see them filming, just one time. This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. I wonder if there are any other clues lying around. Ah! No, no, no. No touching. Ah! Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't you? Didn't mean? I almost had a heart attack. I guess I can be a little dramatique at times. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatique, indeed. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. Glad you're doing your job. The plate. So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills. How? For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to these sleeping pills, see? If there are traces, it'll change color. Wow, neat! Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? Now, everything in due time, pal. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, all right. So the food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. Steak plate added to the court record. Excellent. The investigation. How goes your investigation? To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. And some people think we should switch suspects. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. Good, you're thinking. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. What's going on with Edgeworth? How is Edgeworth doing, anyway? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed this paper cup with hot coffee in it. Oof. Ouch. Whoa. Talk about burns, pal. Wow, the fury of Edgeworth. Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups? Bottles? Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim, Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle. So that means... Yep, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. So no bottle added to the court record. Excellent. Alright, let's look around. The remains of the employees' lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen everything, so I guess we'll go into Powers' room. Oh, hi, Penny. Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? But WP's innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But this week is the last episode of The Steel Samurai. What? No! Mr. Hammer. I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes? On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume, too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? I wish they'd animated her face a little more. Oh. I guess the rumor must be true, then. Ooh, spill it. The rumor. Yeah, Miss Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt. You know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too. Ooh, so let's examine that. The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set, then? The last episode. What do you mean, the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No. Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. So this was a plot to get bad press for the popular shows. Or maybe bad press for the studio? What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Studio policy. Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore? The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? The game was running out of sprites, it was at capacity. They could only fit 2 faces for Grossberg, so if they had more room, he would have been first on the list. Huh, fair enough. It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. What about Edgeworth? If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this.
Take that!
And this is? A fan collected all of these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be canceled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay, but what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Okay, so I had to do that before I could hear about 5 years ago then. 5 years ago. Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently, 5 years ago, someone died, and it was Hammer's fault. I knew it. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer? And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Damage the brand, I assume. Well, you know Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know. Thanks. We'll try asking her and see if we get anywhere. If she'll talk. All right. Back to Oldbag. What, you're still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer. It's all due to Hammer. She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance? 5 years ago. Let's see what she has to say. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Who told? Who did you hear that from? Huh? Nichols. Nichols? Nichols, Nick. Penny Nichols. That assistant we talked to. Her last name is Nichols! Ah! Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers. Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that, and the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun? No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume? I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. Let's present the sleeping pill bottle.
Take that!
Here's my proof. What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove? It's a bottle of sleeping pills with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof that he used those pills on Powers? Steak plate.
Take that!
Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yes. So? This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. She's calm now. All right. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. This old bag? Okay, you win. I'll talk. How do I have the plate? Didn't Gumshoe take it? I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. Miss Oldback, you're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the Mafia. Ooh. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Miss Oldbag. Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. Here, take this. A photograph? Oh, that's why the thing is bent. Ooh. How'd he kill him with a tennis racket? Wait a second. This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on the top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor, and the man fell onto the flower box fence. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. 5-year-old photo added to the court record. Excellent. Okay, let's go to Studio 2. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2? Right. But why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer. All right, to Studio 2. Wait, what's the pun with D. Vasquez? Hey, Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello? Hello? Hi, Hello? Maya, you should at least try to be polite. Oh, diva-esque. Fair enough. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. Oh boy, we're gonna get nothing from her. Excuse me. Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder, and... Shh. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Oh, dear. I mean, we'll pursue each of these as well, but we're not going to hear anything from her yet. Will Powers. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it. Nick, she did it. She's the killer. My Fey blood speaks to me. I know it. I know it. Oh, dear. All right, Director Manella. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manella. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer. By yourselves. Oh dear. All right, let's look at this. There's some flowers here. Wow, so pretty. They're taking good care of these. Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. That's all I get to hear about it? All right. Well, let's go inside the trailer then. Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny, it still seems pretty messy in here. I guess she was still on a high from getting that rare card she needed. This is where they had that meeting. There are documents and paper cups scattered around. Nothing in here that could be a clue, just some paper cups and crumpled documents. Glass is frosted, I can't see outside. This far into October, the dimming daylight makes it feel like winter's coming. Oh, maybe I can present to Vasquez the photo. She's not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Well, Oldbag. Old? She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick. Right. Anyway, Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. Hey, Alana, how's it going? The wind. Huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. Now we're getting somewhere. Nick, she went inside the trailer. You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Well, presumably there's no people eavesdropping in here. Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh? I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But you were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me. What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think, what would it be if it wasn't an accident? No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? This is the first Monday in several weeks where I didn't have to get up, and so I simply shall not. I feel that. Oh, it took me so long to get out of bed today. I was lying in bed, drifting in and out for like 45 minutes. Oh, and the more I did it, the worse I felt. And the more I did it, the worse I felt, and the less I wanted to get up. Oh, it sucked. That is what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hands, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me. Now. What? This is valuable evidence. Boys. Oh, shit. Who are they? Yakuza, apparently. Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow? How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? She doesn't have to tell you shit, Phoenix. This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. No! Hold it right there. Gumshoe to the rescue! I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me, now. Phew. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it. Great, now we've got the Yakuza on our asses. Hell yeah, Gumshoe, thanks for the save. Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was really scared. Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just... I wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. Who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. To be continued. Oh, that was a short investigation day. Final day, trial. Alright, since that's a save point, I'm going to take a quick break and have a snack. It's not very far into the stream, but this is a good point to do that. I will be back in a few minutes. Well, that's annoying. I'm going to have to talk to DHHS about my food stamps because they mistook my yearly income for my monthly income. Well, that's going to be annoying, and I can't do it today because I'm streaming today. Alright, I'll have to do that tomorrow morning. Oh well. Alright, let's continue. October 20th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Putting a direct mention in front does not break the spoiler tags, it looks like, because I don't see any direct mentions. It means that Laura didn't get enough food stamps. It means that I'm not going to get any food stamps. Until I get it sorted. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was, in fact, Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Oh, is Edgeworth on our side now, sort of? Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Miss D. Vasquez to the stand. Miss D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Will the witness state her name and occupation? D. Vasquez. I'm a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes? I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Control your witness, Edgeworth. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down. So to speak. The day of the murder. I entered the trailer a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 o'clock sharp. It ended at 4 o'clock. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you. The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk, what with that monkey's head toppling over. Van added to the court record. Wait, hang on. How's that fit with the timeline? No, I guess she's saying Sal took her in the van at 4. I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it. Entered the trailer, a little before noon. Alright, let's press her.
Hold it!
By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop in at the employee area? No. Are you always this terse? Yes. Oh dear. began at 12 o'clock sharp and ended at 4 o'clock.
Hold it!
Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk a bit more about that.
Objection!
The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony. The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please, stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1.
Hold it!
And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe you could try remembering? No. The meeting ended at 4 o'clock, and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times. You would think? Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me.
Hold it!
Hold on. You had Sal take you? What does that mean? It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van. Oh, all right. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting.
Hold it!
And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright, you hit your desk too, Edgeworth. Oops. It was a 15-minute break. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. I don't remember seeing any bones on the plates.
Hold it!
Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal? No, I mean someone else? One person is enough. If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. If I had some evidence to prove she didn't eat that steak. Well, Nick, find anything? I kind of wish she'd said a little more. It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. And I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said. Somewhere. Look at the trailer. Okay. Let's see what we've got that we can present. Okay, we'll try presenting the autopsy report when she talks about the break at 2:30. Okay. Yeah, we'll show her the autopsy report, which talks about it being at 2:30. All right, let's present the autopsy report.
Objection!
This evidence clearly reveals... Oh, I failed. Okay, well that's some damage. Okay. Okay. The original Ace Attorney game you had a number of lives represented by badges rather than a health bar. Huh. Okay. Hello, Ninja Maid. Okay. Oh, I'm a little stumped. Don't give me the answer, but I'm a little stumped. All right, let's look at our options. Okay, so the camera got entered into evidence, but not the photo it took? So I'm assuming if I want to use the camera, the photo it took, I present the camera. Alright, I'm going to try presenting the camera. See what happens.
Objection!
Oh, damn it. This is tough. What do I do? Okay, okay. Okay. Let's try presenting the van when she says she was fatigued. Or no, we'll present the van at this. Alright, this is gonna fail, but I want to see if it works.
Objection!
Yep, failed. Alright, we're gonna load our save. This is a tough boss fight. Yeah, I'm gonna save right before the cross-examination this time. After I press her on everything. Alright, let's press her on everything.
Hold it!
Didn't stop it at the employee area. It began at 12 o'clock sharp and ended at 4.
Hold it!
No one left during the meeting, she says.
Objection! Hold it!
She forgot when. So I had Sal take me.
Hold it! Hold it!
Proof she didn't eat that steak. Am I fucked because I didn't examine the table? Actual question. Am I fucked because I didn't examine the table with the food on it? No. Okay. You can never be fucked. Okay. Good. Alright, some evidence to prove she didn't eat that steak. Can't move on to the trial until you got all the evidence. Alright. Let's save. Alright. What could prove she didn't eat that steak? Path of the scene of crime was blocked between 2:15 and 4 o'clock.
Objection!
Damn it! Alright, what can prove about the steak? Nobody went there. Between 2 o'clock when the Steel Samurai showed up and the end of and later in the day. Careful you don't make a mistake.
Objection!
Damn it! Okay. Could I show the steak plate and prove that there weren't any bones on the plate at... Right? Am I remembering that correctly? There were no bones on the plates at Studio 2? Actual question. Am I remembering that correctly? There were no bones. Alright, let's see. Ha ha! As I thought. You claim that you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate? This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Miss Vasquez, that's a bit of a flimsy one. Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You ate the bone, too! You didn't eat the steak. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Picking on Salmonella. Meeting the Steel Samurai. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Order. Are you saying... Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous?
Objection!
What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it. It could have been one of her stooges. Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes? I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? Could have stabbed him after the fact. I'll say you couldn't, could you? I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Huh. You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning, the samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. Okay. Do I present the samurai spear with the break in the shaft? Maybe? Let's see what else we have. Yeah, let's present the samurai spear.
Take that!
I present my proof. The so-called murder weapon. What? That is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that the spear broke during the morning action scene run-through? But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this, through the chest? Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence! I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Control your witness, Edgeworth. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer? Do I have evidence about that? All right, let's be ballsy. I can tell you. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then. Oh, it was bent because Hammer fell on this. Oh, okay. Yeah. Look at this photo. What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. Order! Order! If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What? Are you saying... Yes. What happened 5 years ago happened again. has happened again. Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die. 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Oh, very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny that what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say, for the sake of argument, that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? The van! And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands? For instance? Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then. Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body.
Take that!
Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1, and you used the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume.
Objection!
Hold on, Wright. Don't forget, it was Sal Manella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Of course he was. Of course, Sal Manella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. Oh, she's gonna foist it off on Sal Manella. Phew. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win? Ellipses? So what happens next? Don't question mark me. Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean... D. Vasquez, so it was you. You killed Jack Hammer. She's gonna foist it on Sal. Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? What? Order. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but, there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now? Ooh. I'll say testify again, Vasquez. Yeah, I'll say testify again. I'd like you to testify again. Testify again? Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn! To come so far, only to fail. As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez.
Objection!
Oh, Edgeworth coming in clutch! Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. Oh, damn it, Edgeworth. I see. Very well.
Objection!
Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? Yeah, that was a great moment. Edgeworth coming in clutch. I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see the point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes, Indeed. Verily, I say, ergo. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. Ooh! After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Whew. Nick, why did Edgeworth... Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. But... Wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that... Edgeworth... Honestly, this is a good way for Edgeworth to get disbarred. But, this is a magical legal system. After finding the body, I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too. Only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police. Then Powers showed up. The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying, "He did it!" I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Okay, Nick, we're close. Real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick. Right. All right, let's start pressing. Let's save, and then start pressing. There's a Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body.
Hold it!
What time was that? We were to meet at 5 o'clock for the rehearsal, so I'd say it was then. When exactly did you and Mr. Manila arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you. I'll press harder. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well, then you could have put Hammer in that costume with Salmonella's help. Oh, what did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies into any costumes? You should try to listen to what people are saying, boy. Boy? The witness will continue her testimony. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? So he says. Did no one go to call him? Remember. Remember what? There was a dead body lying in front of us. Didn't you expect me to be calm? You certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. I'll press harder. Wait a second. Wouldn't that be the other way around? The other way around? You discovered a murdered body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person? I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Miss Vasquez? Logically speaking, perhaps. But no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his steel samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. Yes, he does! We often left him on the bus when shooting at location. No one noticed he was missing. Poor Powers. Well, I suppose that explains that. Very well, Miss Vasquez. You may continue. I immediately called the police. Then Powers showed up. What was everyone else doing at that time? No one said a thing. It was silent. Completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry I'm late. Then, silence. Dead silence. Silence. Hey, Nick. Why is everyone so quiet? She's engrossing. Someone should do something to lighten things up. The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. Oldbag, the security lady. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him going toward the studio. Right, the steel samurai. Press harder. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact. That photograph, meaning the one taken by the security camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. Well, that's the truth. I don't think there's anything in there I can use. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. You asked to be left out? Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned. And I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that, since we were in a meeting, there was no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered for us. Covered for you? Or covered it up for you? There must have been a lot riding on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. Professionals is in red. Is there anything I can... No, there's nothing I can poke at with the professionals. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes.
Hold it!
The script and your direction notes? Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Press harder. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio One for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder, after all. But you didn't know there was a murder. You didn't know there was a murder. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Oh yeah, I guess... Very well. Miss Vasquez, please continue.
Objection!
Edgeworth coming in clutch. Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Huh? Think. Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio One. Hell yeah, Edgeworth! Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth, what you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense? What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well. The witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left him behind. No, Powers was injured.
Objection!
You knew that Hammer was injured? Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? I already said it was Sal who told me. Sal wasn't there. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manella was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez, you saw Hammer limping. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manella. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ah! And when was he doing this? Well, it would have to have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Order! Order! I will have order. Witness, can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive? Of course I can prove it. Okay, I have proof, and I'll show it to you. I present to the court evidence as to Miss Vasquez's motive in this murder. Attorney's badge, no. I think it's a samurai scrapbook. I'm going to present the samurai scrapbook.
Take that!
Psst, Maya, look, this is it. Why are you showing that to me, Nick? Why are you whispering? I was just testing it out on you. Huh. Well, I'm afraid your test results are negative. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Hurry up with it. We have a certain tempo we have to maintain here. Yes, Your Honor. Right, here goes. I present to the court evidence as to Miss Vasquez's motive in this murder. All right, so that's not it. Yeah, avoided a penalty, that's true. Alright, let's process of elimination this. Not the attorney's badge, obviously. Autopsy report does nothing as evidence for this. Powers' photo does nothing as evidence for why she'd want to kill him. Or maybe it does because she thought he was Powers and the studio wanted to... because the studio wanted to end Steel Samurai and stop doing kid stuff. Maybe she thought murdering Powers would... Alright, we'll think about that one. Guide map to Global Studios. I don't think does anything for this. It's just a map. It's not going to give evidence that the studio was looking to switch. The spear does nothing for this. Because that's not a motive. The blocked path is not a motive. We tried the samurai scrapbook and got nothing. Cody's camera just shows a picture of... Hammer outside the Studio 2 gate. So that's not it. The 5-year-old photo could be it. Sleeping pill bottle was Hammer evidence. T-bone steak we already used. The van is not relevant. Okay, so it's either the 5-year-old photo or Powers' photo, question mark. You thought it was Powers. I'm going to say you thought it was Powers.
Take that!
Okay, that's not it. This is my proof. This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day, 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day in Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly, it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. I think he was going to kill her, and frame Powers for it. What motive would Miss Vasquez have? Well, that would be self-defense if she killed him. Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder. Ooh. I'm gonna save. Okay. Reveal evidence. He was pretending to be Powers. Alright. Well, I did just save. He was pretending to be Powers. Court evidence.
Take that!
This is my proof. And this tells us why Miss Vasquez wanted to kill Mr. Hammer? I'd say all it proves is that the defense attorney has completely lost his marbles. Mr. Wright, the court requests that you find your marbles immediately. I'm afraid I have to penalize you for this waste of the court's time. Nick, we're so close. Think this one through, please. I'll ask you again. Okay, last time it didn't back us out to the choice. So I think reveal evidence is the wrong choice. What happens if I say she had no motive? And then I'll reload if that's wrong. She had no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. What? What? Your Honor, Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. If this is true, then Vasquez was just self-defense, and she should get off. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. Yeah, she snapped it. Who lets her smoke in court? So, you did do it, didn't you? Yes, I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Ah, Miss Vasquez. What? What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. One sec. Insurance coverage scam hung up on him. Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel! Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No, how could this... It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No, Manuel! Oh, was she in love with Manuel? Don't touch him! Miss Vasquez! No! Please don't die. Please! Congratulations, Mr. Wright. Guessing if this really was set in the States, she wouldn't have gone to all the trouble of covering up her self-defense if there weren't a penalty for that. Is there no self-defense justification in Japan? Oh, she should go to jail for framing somebody in witness tampering, yes. But I think it's a reduced sentence. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose. Again. Mr. Edgeworth, where's D. Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor, as calm and collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. Thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty. Hell yeah. That is all. This court is adjourned. October 20th, 1:12 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think that he tried to frame me for the murder. It makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me. Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? there evidence for this? It could be the Path to Glory notebook. Would that break his heart, though? That would break his heart. I'm gonna say I don't know. No, show it. Show him the pics. Fair enough. Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because...
Take that!
It's because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was the Steel Samurai. Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in a kids' show, and as the villain to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him any time. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. So am I. Congratulations, WP. Oh? Oh. Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. About that. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... Is something wrong? No, of course not. Ah! Nick, Edgeworth. Does he want an autograph? Say something, right? I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar. Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Oh? What's this? They have history? Meet again. However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I am saddled with unnecessary feelings. And that's the biggest ship fuel I've ever seen! That is the biggest ship fuel I have ever seen! Holy shit! Holy shit. Time for smooches, yeah. ProZD gonna start on Tumblr voice acting Nick Edgeworth fan comics? What a weird beginning. Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. Well, too bad, Edgeworth. Mr. Wright? Was that guy your friend? Sure wasn't. What? Friends? As if. They're rivals. Rivals. Right, Nick? For now, we are, I guess. Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Yeah, spill it, Phoenix. Come on, Nick. Tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? And so the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. Oh, awesome! They went back to making kids' shows again. Oh. Sal actually went through with it. Nick, this is it. The new show starts today. You're going to watch it with me, right? I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You have to buy trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and that assistant. Fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers. Why didn't he go to jail? Here's the thing. Yes, Vasquez and Sal should have gotten in trouble for trying to cover up the death. But Vasquez killing Hammer is pretty much open and shut self-defense, right? Like, she was trying to protect herself. And maybe that doesn't fly in Japan, but it would definitely fly in America. She should have still gone to jail for evidence tampering and witness tampering and all that jazz. But yeah. Basically, Vasquez deserves to go to jail for a bunch of things, but not for killing Hammer. Witness tampering is not a thing in Japanofornia. Yes, I will save. Turnabout goodbyes. I saw Manfred von Karma in the image for this coming chapter. So, is this the original final chapter, episode 4? I thought there were 5 in the original, and the bonus chapter was the 6th. Huh. Fair enough. Now, this is one of the things I do remember about the game. Von Karma is the killer in the final case. Or quote-unquote final case. There's still the bonus case. Manfred von Karma, DL6, thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard. You have no evidence of that. Well timed indeed. I do remember the defendant. It's Edgeworth. Again, I'll reiterate. I played this game a very long time ago, like 15 years ago, when I was a much younger man. And I didn't remember very much about the game. But I do remember the final case and the final defendant. Do you remember the witnesses? No, I do not. Literally, the only things I remember about the final case are the killer and the defendant. So this is going to be a trip. This is going to be very interesting. All right, well, this is where I'm going to take a quick break because it's a between episodes. This is my secret to my perfect record. The defense attorney always live streams them collecting the evidence. This is where I'm going to take a quick break because this is in between episodes. So I'll be back in a few minutes, guys. If Capcom was founded today, do you think Phoenix Wright would be as popular? Yes. It's very, very good. And it's got incredible ship fuel. And that alone would propel it to high status. And the memes you can draw from Phoenix Wright have been widespread. I'll lay out what I know about. I'll lay out what I know about the series, and I'll do it again when Manfred von Karma gets back from what he's doing. I played the very start of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney 2. I don't remember the title of that game. Long enough to meet Pearl, and I'm aware of Francesca von Karma as the primary antagonist of Phoenix Wright 2. I am also aware of Godot, the coffee-drinking guy with the mask, in Phoenix Wright 3. I know about him, but I know nothing about him. Franziska, okay. I know nothing about him except that he drinks coffee. After that, I believe, came Apollo Justice, where I'm aware that Phoenix got in trouble for falsifying evidence or something, which I think is character assassination, but I guess I'll give that a try eventually when I get there. And after that, Phoenix gets his lawyer badge back at some point and defends an orca. And that's all I know past Apollo Justice. Everyone agrees it's character assassination? Yeah. Like, that's a shitty thing to do to Phoenix Wright, narratively. Oh, man. So that's going to sour me on the series a bit when I get to Apollo Justice, but I'll keep going. I have the trilogy. That's what I'm playing right now. So I will probably play Phoenix Wright 2 and 3 at some point on stream. I don't know if I'll do them immediately. I've got a couple other games I want to get through first, but if they're as short as this, I could knock it out in a week of uninterrupted streams. So I guess in a month, on the outside of my patron streams and whatever new games I want to play. Anyways, why don't we get to this episode? I would recommend the second... There was a second trilogy? Huh. It's been, what, 15 years? About that, yes. 15 years is a long time to wait. You can't imagine how much I've suffered. You've suffered? But now, the perfect opportunity has presented itself. At last, I shall have my revenge. What? Merry Christmas. Well, that's unexpected. Hang on. Seeing Edgeworth hold that gun was a big eyebrow raiser for me the first time? Yeah. Okay, so how could Edgeworth have not done this? Whoever's in the boat was trying to get revenge. That's who was saying that. And Von Karma shot him from the shoreline, maybe? Huh. I guess I'll find out. December 25th, 10:08 a.m. Wright and Company Law Offices. Hey, Nick. Do you know if there are any good waterfalls around here? Waterfalls? Dare I ask why? Duh, Nick. Isn't it obvious? I need a waterfall to stand under, preferably a freezing one. Oh, is that part of your spirit medium training? No, she saw it on an anime. Of course, except I've been slacking off lately. I need to brave the elements and be forged anew under the rushing spring waters. Okay. I don't know about any falls per se, but Gourd Lake is pretty close. Oh, darn. The writing for Case 4 is absolutely phenomenal and is many people's favorite. Over the series or just in this game? Because I remember it being extremely good. I don't remember the details of why it was good. Sorry, but them's the breaks. Couldn't you just take a cold shower or something? She kind of needs the force pounding down on her, Phoenix. Good idea! So much for rushing spring waters. Next in the news, a large unidentified animal was sighted at Gourd Lake. The town is buzzing with excitement. Locals are calling it Gordy and a tip of the hat to Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster. Though its namesake, Nessie, proved to be a hoax, locals are confident their Gordy is the real deal. Boring. Something of a benchmark that the rest of the series holds itself to emulate. Can't they show real news for a change? Nick? The water pressure's kind of low in that shower. You want more pressure, huh? Why do you have a shower in your law office? Why don't you go down to the fire department and have them spray you with the hose? Good idea, Nick. Apparently, Fey blood is no aid in detecting sarcasm. We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. Strange occurrences continue at Gourd Lake, but this time, it's murder. Gourd Lake again? The body of a man was found in the lake early this morning. A suspect was apprehended. Sources inside the police department revealed that the suspect's name is Miles Edgeworth, age 24. Edgeworth was an up-and-coming prosecutor, known for his skill and connections. He was guaranteed a long and rewarding career. Has he thrown it all away? Edgeworth? What's going on? Edgeworth would never do something like... Nick? Yipes! Maya! Yeah, 24 makes me feel old, too. I'm turning 35 this year. Ugh. Ugh. The fireman yelled at me when I called him. We've got bigger things to worry about than that. They arrested Edgeworth. What? You mean the prosecutor? Yeah, he's a suspect in a murder. What? When? Where? Whom? Why? How? I don't know. Let's go find out, Nick. Is there anything new to examine in here? Been in this fandom since I was 17. I don't remember when I played Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. It would have been on the DS because that's the first time it came to America. It was probably the year it came out. What year did Phoenix Wright come out in America? No, the Game Boy Advance version of Phoenix Wright didn't come out in America. Phoenix Wright didn't come to America until the remake on the DS. The DS version was 2005? Huh, that's earlier than I thought it was. Okay, maybe I could have played that in high school. Yeah, because I have memories of playing that on a bus in my senior year of high school, but I thought it came out later, so I thought I was making that up. But 2005 would have been before I graduated high school, so yeah, I guess I played it in high school. God, that was 18 years ago. Holy shit. It was released in Europe in 2006. Well, I didn't graduate until the summer of 2006. It was given a Wii release in 2009. How could you put motion control? Well, I guess if you're examining the scene with motion controls. God, I hate the Wii's motion controls. And the 3DS version with the bonus case. Ah. Didn't the original DS release have the bonus case? Or not the original release, the release on the original DS. You point the Wii remote to object? Alright, let's go talk to Edgeworth. You know, Nick, we've all been in here one time or another, haven't we? I guess it comes with the territory. I'm not sure it's something we should mention to too many people. Ah! Hey, Edgeworth, come back! What are you doing here? Nick, I don't think he's in a very good mood. Well, can you blame him, Maya? Well, he is in detention. Were you in a good mood when you were here? So, you've come to laugh at the fallen attorney? Then laugh. Laugh! Well, why aren't you laughing? Nick, should we be laughing? Nah, it's a trick. Laugh and he'll get mad or burst into tears. I can't see Edgeworth crying. Edgeworth, we don't have so much free time we can spend it coming down here to laugh at you. Yes, you do. Actually, he's right. Why aren't people busting down? Hang on. The Japanese the Japanese legal system is super fucked. And you're a legendary defense attorney if you can get even a few wins and a few people off. So why aren't people busting down Phoenix's door trying to get him as their defense attorney? That's what I want to know. I hoped you wouldn't come. I didn't want you to see me. Not like this. I didn't want to see you like this either, believe me. What happened? Edgeworth, tell me what happened. Why should I? What are you going to do about it? Duh, we're going to help you, that's what. Help me? defense attorneys are shamed, and it's considered very bad etiquette to plead not guilty even if you're 100% innocent? That's fucked up. He's not undefeated. The cases he loses just aren't important enough to be reported on. Read it somewhere, I just don't remember where. Help me! You? Don't be ridiculous. Sorry? You're a novice. You've only been in 3 trials. And he's won all 3 of them, Edgeworth. Well, he won 2 of them, and you helped him win the 3rd. Hey! Sure, you got lucky and won all 3. But your luck's bound to run out someday. Yeah, see? He is undefeated. He's only been in 3 trials. You need real skill, Wright. Experience. Nick, he's insulting you. Nick? Why am I always the one who has to get angry? Gourd Lake. The murder took place at Gourd Lake, correct? Yes, late last night. The lake is a long way away from your offices and the courthouse. Why were you down there? I see no need to tell you. Mr. Edgeworth, you didn't really... Gordy. Huh? You was there to see Gordy? I went to see Gordy. Gordy? What's that? I'll tell you later. Why won't Edgeworth talk to us? Alright, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna present my attorney's badge to him. Your attorney's badge? Edgeworth, let me defend you. Huh. Good one, Wright. But I'm not that hard up. Not yet. What do you mean by that? Me? Trust a wet behind-the-ears lawyer with only 3 trials under his belt? Never. What? My case is near hopeless, Wright. Every defense attorney I've talked to has turned me down. So you are hard up, then? What? Simply put, they were afraid they'd lose. It occurred to me that it might be my fault that they lack confidence. After all, I did get every single one of their clients declared guilty. I don't believe it. Regardless, I don't want you involved in this. You in particular, I cannot ask to do this. Alright, well, let's go find Gordy. This is where it happened? Yeah, Gourd Lake is in the middle of this park. I can see some police walking around in there. Questioning people, probably. Hey, isn't that Detective Gumshoe over there? Well, pal, there's enough of us here. Anyone found anything? Oh, he's desperately trying to prove Edgeworth innocent. Alright, later, Mega Zaprat. Thanks for hanging out. Sorry, sir. Nothing. Idiot! The trial's tomorrow! We need clues on the double. But, sir, there weren't any clues. That's why we arrested that attorney, Mr. Edgeworth. It's clear, sir. He's the one who... Shut up! Just you try saying that again. I'll make you sorry if you do. So just get out of my face, pal. Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe's kind of scary today. Recruits. Puh. Ah. Eh. Hey, you're that hairy guy. Hairy Butts. How have you not learned my name yet, Gumshoe? Right. Phoenix Wright. Will he ever learn my name? And just what are you doing here, pal? Investigating? Huh? Well, yes, I suppose. Well, I'm here to help. Ask me anything you want. Oh, okay, he is enthused to see us. Excellent. Bring it! He seems different than usual. I wonder what's up. Mr. Edgeworth hasn't actually asked us to defend him yet. Huh? Oh? You don't say. Alright, before we talk to him, let's examine the scene. I feel winter's chill from the bare leaf trees today. What is it about winter that turns people into poets? I don't know, but my toes are starting to feel numb. Well, maybe you shouldn't be walking around in sandals, Maya. Yes, my poetry has that effect on some people. The sign says Gourd Lake Nature Park. This place is full of families picnicking on the weekend. But no waterfall. Not many picnickers come here for spiritual training, Maya. Two things to examine in this whole scene. Alright, Gumshoe, what happened? Detective Gumshoe, do you know what happened here? Huh? You don't know, pal? No. Wow, okay, Mr. Head and the Fluffy Pink Cloud's lawyer. Hedla? Huh? Never mind, I'll tell you. It happened last night, about 15 minutes after midnight. There was a boat out on Gourd Lake. In that boat were two men. One of those men shot the other with a pistol. And the shooter was Mr. Edgeworth? A cop who arrived on the scene arrested him. How did they get there so fast? Well, there was a witness. When the report came in, we raced to the lake. A witness? Was it Manfred von Karma? Edgeworth. You don't think Mr. Edgeworth is a murderer, do you? Absolutely not. It's impossible. I don't care if there's a witness either. I don't believe a lick of it. Right. Who cares what the witness says? I care. You really believe in him, don't you, Detective? Of course I do. But the police are pretty sure he's the killer. Nobody's even really taking this investigation that seriously. Oh no. After all the help Mr. Edgeworth has been to us, hard to imagine that no one's standing up to take his side. Well, at least you are, Detective. At least you are. Defense request. Is it true? No one will take Mr. Edgeworth's case? Yeah, he's a bit of a celebrity. Yeah, I'll bet. If you defended him and lost, your reputation would be sure to suffer. What's more, the case against him is, well, it's pretty solid. I suppose it would be if they have a witness. Hey, pal, don't tell me you're going to turn your back on him too. Remember the Steel Samurai case? Mr. Edgeworth helped you get your client declared innocent. I know. I went to Edgeworth. I tried. He really doesn't want us to represent him. Especially not us, he said. What? Well, that doesn't make any sense, pal. You should have heard him talking about you after that trial. Ooh, what did he have to say? He kept saying, right, 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 over and over. Nick? I'm not sure that's a good sign. Neither am I. Why wouldn't he want your help? I don't get it. All right, tell us about this witness. Who was this witness? Sorry, pal, that's confidential. Anyway, the witness saw everything, apparently. I'm sure they'll turn up at the trial tomorrow. Was there only that one witness? Yep, it was pretty cold out on the lake last night. And it was Christmas Eve, after all. Still, we're being thorough. You never know when you're going to turn up another witness. That's why we're here today, checking things out. So far, we're coming up empty. Oh, it's Christmas today. I'd forgotten. What are you getting me for Christmas, Nick? Talk to Santa. Detective Gumshoe, sir. What? Find something? No, sir, not yet. But there was a call from the precinct. They want to hold an investigation briefing. A briefing? Right, I'm off. Oh, sorry, pal. I guess you heard. I gotta go. Any last things you want to ask me about before I head back? Can I only choose one of these? How about the autopsy report? Well, yes. Do you have any information on the victim? Sorry. They haven't worked up the autopsy report yet. I'm still waiting for it myself. Actually, say, if you get the time, drop by the precinct. We can talk more there, pal. You're not coming back, Detective? Probably not, pal. So, what should we do if we have something to talk to you about? Ah, right. Here, I'll show you how to get to the precinct. Come down and see me anytime. Hell yeah. Directions to the police station received from Detective Gumshoe. Oh, hey, Detective Gumshoe. What? We'd like to take a look around in the park. Can we walk around? Yeah, no problem, pal. You got my permission. You know, Nick, I think there's something to be said for talking to people when they're busy. Yeah, they don't have time to think about not giving you information. Right. Now, let's get investigating. All right, Gourd Lake Public Beach. Samurai dogs. Wowzers, this is Gourd Lake? Yep. I'm not sure it warrants a wowzers, though. Probably not. But hey, look at that snack stand. Samurai dogs? I want a samurai dog, please. I bet they're great. With a name like Samurai Dog, how could they not be? They're a little behind the times, though. The kids are all into the Pink Princess now. And I'm sure you're pleased as punch about that, Maya. I mean, like, you know? Nope. Alright, let's look around. The trash can is empty. At least the place is well maintained. Huh. I almost didn't see that signpost. Left, boat docks. Right, exit. Wow. Gourd Lake is really big. Yeah. Say, Nick, why is it called Gourd Lake? Probably because it's shaped like a circle with a big oval coming out the top. Oh. Well, a long time ago, they used to grow gourds here. Whoa, no way. I was sure it was because the lake looked like a gourd when viewed from above. You know, like an hourglass shape. Well, it is shaped like a gourd, actually. But that's just a coincidence. Oh, okay. Alright, somebody had a party last night. Huh. Someone left some poppers here. You know, you pull the string, and it goes pop. Yeah, I know the ones. You see them a lot around New Year's. Hey, Nick, there might be a clue. What if somebody popped one when the gunshot apparently went off? Let's take them. Come on, admit it. You just want to pop them, right? Was it that obvious? Poppers. I'll take them. I suppose it couldn't hurt. Huh? Where'd they go? Into my pocket. Poppers put in pocket. Not very clue-worthy. A lineup of plastic benches. I guess the idea is you buy a dog and eat it here. I doubt anyone would sit here and eat on a day like this. Except maybe Maya, if she had a samurai dog. A hot dog stand. It's closed. The Christmas fringe looks a little half-baked. The banner reads, Samurai Dogs. Somebody needs to redecorate. Is that everything? That appears to be everything. All right. Oh, we've got more places to go. Gourd Lake Woods first. Oh, somebody was filming something. I like it here, Nick. Look, someone's camping. They've got guts camping at the scene of a murder. Hey, Nick. If they were camping here last night, they might know something about the murder. That's true. Good call, Maya. Let's go talk to them. Let's look around. Somebody made a mess. There's food and some magazines on the sheet. It takes a pretty tough skin to camp in this cold. One of my favorite obnoxious characters incoming. Mine too. Oh, this should be interesting. Hey, Nick. What? Don't tell me you're hungry again. No. I was just wondering, why are camping pots and pans made of aluminum? They didn't talk about that in any of the law books. So there's no law saying they have to be made out of aluminum then. Why are they? Lightweight, maybe? I'm not having this conversation. No camping. The sign says no camping. Funny place to pick to pitch your tent. Wait, what if the sign said no setting tents on fire? I don't think they have signs like that. Oh. All right, show me the car. This SUV has seen better days. It's dented all over. I can't believe anyone would drive their car down here. Alright, this will probably summon the person. This camera has a mic and some sort of attachment. It must take pictures when triggered by a noise. Wow, cool! Let's try it out. Hi, I'm Nick. Maybe I'm not saying it loud enough. Hey, I'm Nick. Huh. Nick, will you stop that? Maybe it's broken? Don't kick it. Maybe it isn't set to respond to voices? Well, what then? These things? The party poppers? That's a lot of pictures from one pop. Well, it responded. Ah! Oh, I think I've seen this character. Hey, you! Get your hands off of that! Ah! What in the Sam Hill? Look what you done now! There goes a whole roll of film! Huh? What? Huh? Sorry's nice, but it don't pay my bills. Y'all know how much a roll of that film costs? I'll pay you back. What were y'all thinking setting off a party popper in a place like this? Well... What? Don't try to play stupid with me just because you think I'm some country bumpkin. Yeah, I know how y'all Yanks think. Oh. So, we're in New England then. New Japangland. Yeah, this is a great track. I say, those southern folks talk with that exaggerated drawl. Why, they must be dumb. Well, let me tell you, just because I might be dumb don't mean we all are. Nick, help. And who are you now? Her chaperone? Yeah, no. Rather, we're sort of friends? Just figure out what y'all are gonna say, and say it for bejesus's sake. God, I'd rather sit through one of Papa's drawls than listen to you stutter all day. Oh, boy. I guess we should pay her for the film. Watch it. Yes, ma'am. On second thought, I'll pay later. I'm really sorry. When I first played, my only context for Yank was us Brits calling you guys that. Yeah, here in the States, it specifically refers to people from the Northeast. I believe specifically New England, but it is often used just for Northerners by Southern people. All right. Let's see. What's your name? What? Can't you see I'm changing the film on my camera here? Someone, I'm not naming any names, but someone used up a whole roll. Sorry. That didn't work. I wonder if I have anything to show her that would get her attention. Oh, I have to present something to her, huh? Alright, let's present our attorney's badge. Oh, I can't. Can I present? I can, but I'll ask her what happened first. What? Can't you see I'm changing the film with camera here? Okay. This is my badge. Huh? Aren't badges supposed to be all shiny and impressive? You a cop or something? I'm a lawyer. What? Y'all ain't gonna try and pull one of them lawsuits on me over that film now. 'Cause I'll have y'all know I'm a fighter, and I've wrestled meaner-looking things than you. No, that's not it at all. We're here investigating a murder that took place here on the lake. A murder? Sounds cool. Why didn't y'all say that in the first place? Go ahead, ask me anything you like. Finally, some cooperation. You too. Y'all can come out of hiding now. I won't bite. Hard. Come to think of it, where did Maya get to? Sorry. I was feeling a little overwhelmed. The culture gap and all. Never you mind, honey. I can talk Yank for you if it pleases you. No, just talk normally. Thanks. I think I'll be okay. Great then. I'm Lotta. Lotta Hart. Ah! Oh, God. But y'all can call me Lotta. I'm here photographing meteor showers for a research project. Is everybody's name in Japanese a pun? Or was that added in the translation? There's wordplay. Yeah. Yep. Cool. I'm I'm here photographing meteor showers for a research project. Mighty pleased to meet you. Alright, what happened? Oh yeah, when was that murder, anyway? The puns were made specifically to preserve the spirit behind the original names. Speed it. I just said speed it. I just said speed it. I'm never going to live that down. I'm not going to let myself live that down. Speed it. Oh yeah, when was that murder, anyway? Speed it of justice. I ain't seen much television lately. It happened late in the night on Christmas Eve. That's so. Christmas Eve? A man on a boat was shot. Did you see anything? Well, let me see. A boat, you say? I reckon I might have seen one. Not sure, though. Y'all gotta remember, I've been watching this here lake for a good 3 days now. I seen enough boats to choke a mule. Kinda hard to remember which I seen when. Ask about the camera. If there was a gunshot, it would have taken a picture. Lotta. So what is it you do, Lotta? Huh? Me? Y'all don't really want to know that, do you? I do, actually. Actually, I'm a research student at Country U, right in the heart of the heartland. Wow, neat! Nick, she's a research student at a university. Country U. So I hear. So, when did you come up here? Let me see. I guess it was about 3 days ago. What are you photographing? Didn't I tell you all that already? Meteors. Yep, meteor showers. Yeah, I'll bet you were looking for Gordy. Falling stars. Alright, did the camera take any pictures? That's quite a camera you have there. Y'all better know it. It's German-made. A genuine Solingen. Isn't that where they make knives? So what's that device you have stuck to the camera? Huh? Device? Your camera went off all by itself when I fired my party popper. Oh, that? That mic triggers the shutter whenever it detects certain sounds. It's programmed to pick up loud noises right now. A programmable camera! Neat! Well, this camera added to the court record. What if I present the camera? Lotta? Yeah? So your camera, it triggers on loud explosion noises? Yep. Actually, the victim in the case we're researching, he was shot with a pistol. A pistol? Right. Now wouldn't a gunshot make a similar noise to our party popper? I guess it would. Your camera didn't get a picture of the murder, did it? Hey, y'all are pretty bright. Huh? I see what you're saying. Tell you what, I'll have a look-see at my film. It would have been a photo taken late last night. I checked them once. Don't remember if there was anything on them, though. But what if I got something? I could be witness to a genuine murder. Yeehaw! I'll go check that film. Y'all come back now, you hear? She went inside her SUV. I guess we should come back later. All right. Back we go. To the boat rental shop. Nick, what is this place? It says right on the sign, Maya. A boat rental shop. Closed for Christmas, it seems. I guess a murder taking place on one of the boats won't be good for business either. Boats. I've never ridden on a boat. I have. It was a long, long time ago, though. I remember dropping gummy bears into the propellers. Really? Well, how about we go out on one when the trial is finished? Hey, good idea. You bet. A small boat rental shop. Doesn't look like anyone is around. They're probably closed because it's Christmas. There are some boats floating at the dock. Was one of these boats used in the murder, I wonder? Nick? Huh? I changed my mind. I don't really want to go for a boat ride. Why did you drop gummy bears into the propellers? Because I was like 6. There's more forest off that way. I doubt I'd find any helpful clues in there. Is that everything over here? This sign says big ass something. Right? That's not just me. It says big ass, the top line. Alright, well that's everything here. Alright, let's go to the Criminals Affairs Department. Well, this place is stuffy. Man, remember when computer monitors looked like that? I don't miss those days. I guess Detective Gumshoe was still in that meeting. Hey! Thanks for coming down, pal. Detective Gumshoe. We just finished the meeting. For better or for worse. I get the feeling we're in for some bad news. Let's look around first. That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. All right, hands against the wall, all of you. Don't even think about escaping. I got eyes in the back of my head. You must be doing image training for arrests. Desktop monitor broke once and you had to replace it with a CRT for a while because it was lying around. Oof. Man, remember when laptops looked like this? These are the detectives' desks. There are computers and files on each one. Funny, they're a lot tinier than I'd expect. I guess the detectives don't spend a lot of time at their desks. What is this Sonic the Hedgehog-looking mascot character? Hey, is that the police department's mascot? That's the Blue Badger. It was my idea. I made it. It's my mascot. I see. How nice. I'll get him a signed mascot of the Criminal Affairs Department if it's the last thing I do. Good luck. This must be the chief of the detectives here. He's glued to his computer screen. What? Gord Lake! Gordy sighted! I don't believe it! Shouldn't you be reading something more important? A poster of a female police officer. Wait, no, that's the latest Babes in Uniform calendar. My bad. Well, that's a bit inappropriate to have in your workplace. that's a bit inappropriate. The victim. Do you know anything about the victim yet? No. Still can't ID him. Has Mr. Edgeworth said anything? Not a word. How about the meeting? So, how did the meeting go? I can't tell you, pal. You're a lawyer. True. You know, I don't know what to believe anymore. Sure, Mr. Edgeworth's human like you or me. Still, I get the feeling that if he'd done something wrong, he wouldn't go hiding it. That's just the kind of guy he is. Why can't anyone else see that? So, they think that Mr. Edgeworth did it. Well, the trial's starting tomorrow, as scheduled. I see. Hey, in the end, you did tell us about the meeting. Don't rub it in, Phoenix. Don't go telling anyone else, pal. Yes, sir. And do me a favor. Stand by Mr. Edgeworth. He needs help, and you're the ones to help him. I'm sure he's got some reason why he won't talk to us. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. Trusting Edgeworth. Detective Gumshoe, how come you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? Well, I'd think that was obvious. We got a strong working relationship, us two. We trust each other, and that's how it works. A working relationship? See, Mr. Edgeworth always gets his defendants declared guilty every time. Yeah, his methods might be a little extreme at times, but there's a reason. He trusts our investigation, see? He trusts us to get the right man. That's why I work extra hard, pal. Wait, isn't there an Ace Attorney game where you play as Edgeworth as a prosecutor? That would be interesting to play. There are two. Ooh. I'll have to play those sometime. Ace Attorney Investigations. They're the best ones? Ooh. Better than this game? That's impressive. Haven't played the second, but I love the first. I will... Ace Attorney Investigations 2 never came out here, but it has a translation. Well, that sucks. The gameplay is different, but still recognizable. Where do they fall in the timeline? How many Ace Attorney games will I have to play through before I can play them? Oh, it comes directly after Ace Attorney 3. Oh. After 3, before Apollo Justice. Cool. Well, is Ace Attorney Investigations 1 available on Switch? Okay, better question. That's where it comes in the timeline. When did it come out? Did it come out after Apollo Justice? DS only? Oh. Did it come out right after Ace Attorney 3? Oh, it came out after Apollo Justice. Okay, well, I want to play the games in release order. So it would go Ace Attorney 1, 2, 3, Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney Investigations? Is that the order? Yeah, okay. So that's not too far out. And I've streamed DS emulation before. So I could definitely do that at some point. Alana, I'll be relying on you to give me another DS frame like you did for Ghost Trick. That's why I work extra hard, pal. We've got to earn that trust he places in us. I see. Mr. Edgeworth is a man you can trust. And you have my word on that. The autopsy report. I was wondering, did you ever get that autopsy report? Oh, that? Yeah, I made a copy for you. Time of death, sometime on the 24th or 25th, cause 1 bullet shot to the heart. Thank you. Nick? Huh? Can you show me that photo of the victim? Oh, does she recognize him? That face! Someone you know? I don't know. I just have this feeling that I met him somewhere a long time ago. Sorry, I'm drawing a blank right now. Okay, fair enough. You and I should get together and talk about if you're willing to do thumbnail art for this game and the other Ace Attorney games. Actually, Alana. But I don't want to overwhelm you with stuff to do. Alright. Let's go back to the detention center. Did you do it? Edgeworth, this is really hard for me to ask, but you didn't do it, right? Right? Think what you will. I have only one request. Huh? Stay out of this case. Why? But Nick is trying to help you. I know that. But I don't want your help, okay? Why not? Well, they've got history, Maya. Also, we've humiliated him repeatedly. Look, just go away and leave me alone. Nick, Mr. Edgeworth did it, didn't he? Maya, let's go investigate elsewhere. But Nick... Alright, well, let's go talk to Lana again. Hey, y'all. Lana. Wait up a sec. We got bingo. Bingo? My automatic camera took 2 pictures last night. Hey. This is them. Take a look. Wait. See? See? He's shooting him with that pistol. It looks like that, yes. But you can't really tell who that is shooting. Yeah, well, there was enough fog out there last night to strangle a bullfrog. But, you know, seeing these photos reminded me of something. What? I saw the murder happen. I'm a witness. What? Okay, why didn't you open with that? Are you serious? Of course. How do you forget? Never mind. Y'all reckon I should tell the cops? I reckon so. I reckon so. What's that? Now don't y'all go trying to mock my accent. I'm a sensitive lady. Hey, so I'm off to talk to the cops. Y'all can have this photo. Later. Wait, Lotta? What? Can't you see I'm kind of busy? Tell us what you saw, too, please? Nice try, honey, but I wasn't born yesterday. I'm a witness, and that means I'm on the side of justice, and that means the cops. I'd sooner eat the south side of a northbound skunk than tell you. Well, that's fucking evocative. Ooh. 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 If you say no, she just tunes you out. Lotta drank the propaganda Kool-Aid. Lotta! Don't let it get your skivvies in a bunch. Friends today, enemies tomorrow. Or was that the other way around? No matter, I'm gone. Hey, maybe they'll let me do some testifying. Hot darn! She left. Well, that's one more witness. What do we do now, Nick? Well, if she saw something, there's not much we can do about it. The question is, what exactly did she see? I guess we'll find out in the trial tomorrow. Like photo added to the court record. Alright. Looks like the police have given up their interviewing. Hey! Okay. Why is your Santa outfit pink? Ah! Nick, I think Santa's mad at you. Long time no see, Nick. Wait, is this Larry? Nick, you know Santa? Wow, Nick and Saint Nick. Hey, I see the connection. Don't be ridiculous. Dude, it's me. Yeah, it is him. Larry, what are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm working my day job. I sell samurai dogs. Want one? Gotta get money for dates, you know. My girl, Fiancé, deserves the best. Fiancé? Not another model, I hope. Okay. Larry's gotta have the best personality to keep landing models, right? Like, he's gotta be the most interesting man in the world. 'Cause he's poor as dirt. He's working a hot dog stand to get money for dates. Oh, Fiancé's a fine woman, Nick. It was her idea that I wear this costume. She was all, you go, girlfriend, you know? She bought this costume for me. That's great, Larry. Wow, a Santa costume. She must be really nice. Whoa, cute! Nick, who's she? She's not your... Not my what? No, she's not. I'm his partner, Maya Fey. I'm, the little sister. Sister? Wow, Nick, must be tough. Working 9 to 5, having to take care of a little sister? No, I'm not Nick's little sister. I'm my older sister's little sister. Huh. Sounds great. Don't worry, Maya, he's not listening. Alright, what happened? Hey, Larry, there was a murder here last night. And since you work here, have you heard anything? Nick, you're wasting your time. Last night was Christmas Eve. He was with Fiancé, obviously. Oh yeah, jerk syndrome. That was That was an interesting plot line in Discworld. He wouldn't have been standing out here in the cold. Oof. I think what you just said caught him off guard, Maya. No, it's just... Fiancé's not in town right now. She's in Hawaii on a photo shoot. A bottle? I knew it. Well, anyway, there was a murder here on the lake. The trial's tomorrow. Oh, which one was it? I think it was the one that introduced the vampire cop. Yeah, it was the one that introduced the vampire cop. Salacia, yeah. It's weird that that Pratchett didn't really use her again. Thud, that's the one, yeah. My experience with Discworld was that I read Thief of Time from the library at one point, just because the title sounded interesting, and I loved it to pieces, but then I didn't pursue the rest of the series. Then, when I got a library card in the city I used to live in, I noticed they had the Discworld books, so I started interlibrary loading them in order from the start of the series to the finish. Love that series. You gotta read them. The first couple are kind of weak, but they're still good. Started with Feet of Clay because of the cover art. You can skip Color of Magic and Light Fantastic. They're short, and I think they're worth reading, but yeah, they're not really that important to the series. Equal Rights and Mort are also kind of weak, but those introduce major characters and ideas that are played with for the rest of the series. First couple are a parody of a style of fantasy that's not very popular anymore, so I think they can fall a little flat, yeah. I think Mort is very good, but it's weak compared to the rest of the series. Yeah, it's such a shame what happened to Pratchett. Snuff was written, I think, when his dementia really got going. And Oh, it's such a shame what happened to him, and it's also a shame what happened to the books, because everybody has the same voice from Snuff onward. None of the characters are really differentiated. And it's such a shame, because they're the finale of Discworld, and they're so weak. Raising Steam was better than Snuff, but I haven't read the Tiffany Aching books. I've heard of them, but they weren't in the series list that I found, so I didn't find out about them until I was already done. I didn't read the very final book, I don't think. Because the very final book is Tiffany Aching crossing over with the main series. I'll have to read the Tiffany Aching books at some point. Anyways, I've been talking about Discworld for like 10 minutes. Let's get back to the game. Well, anyway, there was a murder here on the lake. The trial's tomorrow. Huh. Neat. The defendant is Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth. Nick? Why would Larry know Edgeworth? Whoa, Nick! You don't mean that Miles Edgeworth? Old Edgy? Yep, old Edgy boy. Yeah, he's a murder suspect. Whoa, murder? Huh? You know Mr. Edgeworth, Larry? Yeah, of course. Edgy was in the same class as us in grade school. What? Alright, before we talk about Edgeworth, tell me about the samurai dogs. Tell me about the dogs. Huh? Oh, you mean the samurai dogs? Why are they samurai dogs? I mean, they kind of look gourd-shaped. Oh, well, originally they were gourd dogs. You know, like guard dogs? Ouch. The samurai thing was Kiance's idea. Oh, she's my woman, you know. Yeah, you've told us. She was all, change the name and you go, girlfriend. Yeah, I don't think she's actually your girlfriend, man. I don't think she views you that way. She made me that banner. Man, the kids can't get enough of those samurai dogs. Something about that just seems wrong. Oh, and guess what? We're getting a ton of customers here at the lake, what with the big news. The big news? Yeah, Gordy. Gordy? In the anime, Larry calls Edgeworth Miles the Edge at this point. Miles the Edgehog. Gordy. What's Gordy? Huh? You mean you don't know? It's here, in this very lake. A giant, mysterious monster. Gordy! A monster? Yeah. Check it out. This is an article from yesterday's newspaper. There's a photo. Wow, it's really real. Nick, a monster. A real monster. A giant goose. Yeah. It's probably just a log or something, right? Hey, there's a quote here from the person who took the photo. What's this? I set the camera to automatic, and when we got into the frame, I heard a loud bang, like an explosion, followed by the sound of something slipping into the water. I wish I could have seen it. Why would there be a sound like an explosion? Larry, could I borrow this article from you? Sure, no problem. That'll be $1 million. 1 million? Grow up, Larry. Corny article added to the court record. Interesting. Alright, now we can talk about Miles the Hedgehog. So, Mr. Edgeworth was your classmate, Larry? Yeah, Nick, him, and I used to hang out all the time. Making Money was very good. All the, the first two Moist von Lipwick books are among my favorites. Raising Steam was much better than Snuff, and that's the final Moist book. Moist is great, yeah. I wish Moist had shown up more. Yeah, Nick, him, and I used to hang out all the time. Wow, I never knew. Don't get me wrong, he's always been kind of a stick in the mud. Studying all the time, trying to be like father. Like his father? Yeah, Edgy's pop was a famous defense lawyer back in the day. Wow. Wait, you said defense lawyer? Yeah. Wait a second. But Mr. Edgeworth is a prosecuting attorney. What? Eddie's got a proboscis on his knee? No, he's a prosecuting attorney. That's like the total opposite of a defense lawyer. Huh. Go figure. He always used to talk about defending the weak who were unable to defend themselves. Man, he used to go on and on about man's duty to society and all that. What a bore. I wonder what changed his mind, though. That's a good question. Do you know, Nick? Nick? What happens if I present the lake photo to him? What's this? You know, my eyes have been getting pretty bad lately, Nick. Actually, this photo's blurry, Larry. It was taken last night. Last night? Alright. Larry, how do you feel about my attorney's badge? Huh? Oh, that's your attorney's badge, isn't it? Dude, you really helped me out back in that trial. Sorry I can't really pay you. Because you blow it all on Keonsae. But you can have all the dogs you want. Really? No, he said Phoenix could have all the dogs he wants. You still have to pay, Maya. Larry, if you let her at your dogs, you won't have any left for the other customers. Hey, no problem. If that's what makes her happy, you know? How many times do I have to remind you that it was me who got you off the hook? Alright, let's see if Lotta's got her stuff back. Oh no, we already talked to Lotta. She went to the cops, right. Anything in the boat rental shop, or are we going to the cops? Nope. Not a Gumshoe in sight. If you're looking for Detective Gumshoe, he's in the questioning room. Apparently, an important witness turned up. He'll be in there a while. Lotta Hart. It has to be. Uh-oh. Okay, well, that's a dead end for now. We can't talk to Edgeworth. What is it? Oh, nothing. Just something's been bothering me. Could you show me that autopsy report once more? Hey, I remember now. This guy. He's a lawyer that was at that office Mia worked at. I met him once when I went there to hang out with Sis. That office? Wait, you mean Grossberg's office? Right, that guy. That was the last name I expected to come up. Nice bookend. Maybe I should go talk to him for old time's sake. Ahem! Ah, that old familiar clearing of the throat. Aha! You're Mia's... something, are you not? I was her understudy, yes. Phoenix Wright. Aha! And you're Mia's something too, are you not? Her little sister, yes. You've grown. You've come to look a lot like your sister, you know? Except much shorter. It takes me back. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Grossberg, sir? Yeah, he didn't get his painting back. Huh? Ah, yes, I beg your pardon. Of course you came here to discuss something. What is it then? Something the matter? You can say that. Let's talk to him about the painting. Mr. Grossberg, whatever happened to that painting? Oh, yes. I do not think it shall ever be coming back home to this office. I can't exactly claim it as stolen. I suppose it's my just deserts. Old, bitter deserts. What happened? There was a murder last night. A murder? You haven't heard? I just got up, you see. Well, Miles Edgeworth shot someone with a pistol. Well, don't just say it like that, Phoenix. Edgeworth? What? Who did he shoot? Well, the identity of the victim is still unknown. Well, this is terrible news indeed. I guess he hadn't heard anything. Alright, well, let's present him the autopsy report. Huh? Strange. I feel as though I've seen this man somewhere before. Ah! Did you remember? He was a lawyer, here in my office. That's Hammond. Robert Hammond. Mr. Hammond? And you say this is the man Miles Edgeworth shot? Robert Hammond. Who is this Hammond guy, anyway? Mr. Hammond. He was the defense attorney in that case. That case? Yes, the DL6 incident. Ah, that's why your name is Manfred von Karma DL6. DL6? Why does that sound so familiar? Perhaps you remember. I'm sure someone mentioned it during the trial for Mia's murder. That was the incident where the police were so at a loss they used a spirit medium. Wait, you don't mean... Was that medium my mother? Yes, my dear. The spirit medium, Misty Fay, your mother, contacted the spirit of the victim. But the case was a loss. No conviction was made. The DL6 incident. The DL6 incident, yes. Happened 15 years ago. A very strange case indeed. They never caught the criminal, right? Gee, I wonder who it would be. Correct. Misty Fay used her powers to talk to the spirit of the late victim. Her testimony led to charges being laid against one man. But Mr. Hammond won the case and the suspect was declared innocent. And the police blamed my mother, calling her a fraud. You were the one who helped her out then, right, Mr. Grossberg? Yes. Yes, quite. Thank you. No, please. Don't mention it. DL6. Never thought I'd hear that name again. But wait, what does that case have anything to do with Mr. Edgeworth? It has everything to do with Mr. Edgeworth, my dear. The victim in the DL6 incident was none other than his father, Gregory Edgeworth. What? His father? If you want to know more, you should ask him yourself. Show him this. I'm sure he'll talk to you. Wait, this is a photograph of my mother. Misty Faye's photo added to the court record. Well, excellent. All right, let's go show Edgeworth a photo. I completely lost track of the joke I was going to make. Whoops. What's this? I was hoping you'd gotten my message the first time. Edgeworth, what about your defense? It's no concern of yours. Guess he hasn't found anyone yet. Edgeworth? It's only been a matter of hours since you last visited. Yet you've made incredible progress in your investigation. I'll admit it, I'm impressed, Wright. You were always single-minded in your work, though. Once you start on something, you always see it through, don't you? Try examining the guard whilst Edgeworth's in the room. Okay. About the DL6 incident. Right. DL6. I didn't want you to find out about it. That is why I refused your offer to defend me. I'm sorry if it sounded like I thought you weren't up to the job. I just wanted to keep you away from DL6. So, do you still think it would have been better for me to stay away? I don't know. But I see no point in hiding anything from you now. Very well. Ask whatever you like, and I will answer to the best of my abilities. This guard monitors the visitor's room. He hasn't moved an inch since I came in. A real pro. Or maybe he's just nervous with Edgeworth in the room. Fair enough. The DL6 incident. The DL6 incident was when my father died. Right before my eyes. He was shot and killed, and I saw it all. My memories from that time are foggy. I suppose it's a self-defense mechanism. In any case, a suspect was arrested, a man. It's pretty clear he was the only one who could have killed my father. The spirit medium they used to talk to my late father said the same thing. It was an attorney by the name of Robert Hammond that cleared the suspect's name. And Hammond is the victim in the Gourd Lake murder? Correct. That spirit medium. That was my mom. What? You mean you're... It's strange. I thought that terrible incident was about to end, and now... this. About to end? The DL6 incident happened 15 years ago. 15 years ago, on December 28th. December 28th? The statute of limitations on the case runs out in 3 days. What? Nick? What does that mean? It means we're gonna convict the guy who actually did it on the last day possible. When a case's statute of limitations runs out, legally, the case never happened. 3 days from now, DL6 will be closed forever. The suspect. What happened to the suspect? The one who got off innocent? I don't know. He disappeared from public view. Nobody knows where to. If he's still alive, he'd be about 50 years old now. I guess I can understand why he'd go into hiding. It'd be hard to live a normal life after being a murder suspect in such a big case. Your father. So was your father a lawyer? He was. Gregory Edgeworth. He was quite famous at the time, apparently. I'll bet I have a better win-loss record than he does. He did. So you were sort of trying to follow in his footsteps. I'd rather not talk about it. Who would have thought there'd be a photo? Edgeworth, did you shoot him? What do you think, Wright? I don't think you're the kind to point a gun at anyone, no. So you didn't shoot him? No, I didn't. It wasn't me. Right. It pains me to ask you this now. I know, you want us to defend you. No, he wants a samurai dog, Maya. Yes. Will you? Of course we won't. Of course we will. Ah, who could have guessed this day would come? Now you're gloating, Phoenix. Not me. This is my chance to finally pay you back. Pay him back? Yeah, for that $10 Phoenix borrowed off of him when he was 9. Pay me back? For what? I don't remember ever doing anything for you. Never mind. I guess you don't really need to know. Huh. My letter of request. Please, give it to Detective Gumshoe. Edgeworth's request. Put in pocket. Well, I guess we should... What's that? An earthquake? It's a big one. Wah! It's calming down. Whew, that was scary. Huh? Where's Edgeworth? Is he hiding? There. He's on the floor in a ball, shivering. Scared of earthquakes, huh? I guess he doesn't do so well with earthquakes. I've heard of running, but curling up in a ball? Well, I guess we're done. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't seem like he's going to stand up anytime soon. Let's go, Nick. Right. We have to give Edgeworth's letter of request to Detective Gumshoe. Excuse me. What's going on here? Ah! What's wrong, Detective? This wild lady comes in here just a while ago. Says she came to talk to y'all after hearing what Mr. Wright had to say. What's this all about, pal? Lot of heart. Why are you going around finding more witnesses? You want to give Mr. Edgeworth the death sentence, pal? No, not at all. Just, I mean, she did see something. There's nothing I can do about that. I can't go around covering up evidence. You trying to say something about the way I do my job? No. No, sir. Alright, Lawless, he's probably not going to tell me anything until I show him the letter of request. So, what did Miss Hart say? She says she saw Mr. Edgeworth fire the pistol. What? She even had a photograph to prove it. Right, I saw it too. But you really can't tell from the photo who it is shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. That's not how that works, especially in 2001. She said it'll drop the quality of mine, but should let us see who's who. She can do that? Okay, so there's going to be an enlarged photograph that shows Edgeworth in the act. Great. Just great. Oh, right, it takes place in 2016. Right. Forgot about that. In any case, she's going to be the one testifying tomorrow. Huh? What happened to the other witness? Well, apparently there was a cancellation. A cancellation? Tomorrow's trial. I'm afraid tomorrow is going to be life or death for poor Mr. Edgeworth. We got a witness who says she saw the very moment of the murder. And we got a photo taken when the shot rang out. I'd say that sounds like a pretty unwinnable case. But wait, what did Mia used to say? If he's innocent, there's got to be something I've overlooked. Edgeworth. It sounds like Mr. Edgeworth is going to ask the state to assign a public defender. I was just asked to file the paperwork. And you still got time, pal. Go talk to him again. For me, please. You have to convince him. You have to make him let you defend him. Please. I know you're the only one who can do it, pal. Finally, someone with faith in me. I like that Phoenix kicks Edgeworth's ass twice in a row, and Gumshoe's just like, yes, yes, this is the best defense attorney I've ever seen. You're the only one who can save Mr. Edgeworth. Look what I got. Hey, you did it, pal. Glad I waited till the last minute to file those papers. I'll rip them up and start new ones for you. Thanks, Detective. Well, see you in court tomorrow, then. Good luck, pal. Hey, you guys feel that earthquake a little while back? I was worried. Worried? We're fine. I've lived out here my whole life. I'm pretty used to them by now. It's not you he's worried about, Gumshoe. We kind of abandoned Edgeworth in a ball on the floor, Gumshoe. Sorry. Oh, I wasn't worried about you two. I was worried about Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, right. He did seem to overreact a little, now that you mention it. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. It was a pretty big quake. I'm going to go check on him. You two go eat and get your rest for tomorrow's trial. Later. I wonder what it is with Mr. Edgeworth and earthquakes. I wonder. Yeah, that seems like it's going to come up as plot relevance. He was never that scared of them when he was in school. Wait. Was there an earthquake that trapped his dad in the elevator? Because his dad died in an elevator, it looked like. Then again, I only really got to know him in 4th grade. He transferred to another school after that. I wonder what happened to Edgeworth. To be continued. Okay, Crow. I'm a little lightheaded because I haven't eaten much in the last few days, I think. This is a good stopping point before the big trial. Would you mind if I stopped here and added an hour and a half onto the next stream? Sure. Okay, cool. Because this is going to be an involved first day, I believe. It's going to be an involved first day of the trial. Oh, man. Whew. Man, this game is so good. I'm glad I started playing this again. This game is so good. Another win for me. Hey, Alana, thank you for the gift subs. When's the next stream? I don't know. This is currently a patron pick. I might do more. I might do more streams of this on my own. And maybe finish the game before the month is out. But I'll have to talk it over with the patron who's picking this. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. Before I get off, I would like to plug my Patreon. Excuse me. I make a living off of Patreon, and I make enough to pay my rent and my bills, but I don't make much more than that. And I would like to start putting money into savings, so I have money for an emergency fund, for medical bills, for anything that comes up that I'm not prepared for. And I haven't been able to put anything into savings for the past decade. I don't make much money at my job. So if you could go to my Patreon, which you can find either in the description of the YouTube video or with the !Patreon command in Twitch chat, and pledge $1 a month or $1 per stream or anything in between, however much you're willing to send my way, I'm grateful. If you're rich, send me $100 a stream. That would change my life. I'm grateful to everybody who pledges, and every dollar I get helps me out. Now, as for the upcoming schedule, tomorrow we have Advance Wars Reboot Camp for a patron at 1 p.m. EST. Wednesday, we have Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward for a patron at 1 p.m. EST. Thursday, I have a doctor's appointment at 3 p.m., so there won't be an afternoon stream. If I do stream, it'll be in the evening, and probably Metroid Prime Remastered. We'll see if we can finish that. Friday, I don't have anything scheduled. If I haven't finished Metroid Prime by then, I'll stream that day. If I have, it'll be Final Fantasy II. Saturday will, of course, be our weekly Final Fantasy XIV stream. Sunday, I've got The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky for a patron. And next Monday, I don't have anything scheduled. So for now, thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. And I will see you next time.